Hey guys, welcome to the Manchester United News channel. Subscribe to the channel to not miss any news, leave your like, and share, you are very important for the growth of the channel. Let's go to the video. Mason Greenwood returns to football. Player leaves Manchester United to rebuild his career in Spain after English club said he'd never play for them again following fan backlash over attempted rape and assault allegations. Mason Greenwood will make a return to football after joining Getafe on loan to rebuild his career in Spain following a backlash from fans over whether he would play for Manchester United again. The 21-year-old was arrested in January 2022 on suspicion of a number of offences including attempted rape, but the Crown Prosecution Service dropped the charges in February this year after key witnesses withdrew and new material came to light. Greenwood, who has not played competitive football since his arrest, is now looking to revive his career, which was put on hold when he was suspended by his boyhood club pending an investigation. United concluded their 6-month investigation on August 21. The club found the £75,000 a week striker did not commit the offences which he was charged with, but decided it would be best for all if his future was away from Old Trafford. Man United's football director John Murtough had taken over discussions for Greenwood's proposed loan move abroad, and it was announced today that the England international has signed for Madrid-based club Getafe. Manchester United said in a statement, Mason Greenwood has signed for La Liga side Getafe CF on a season-long loan, subject to international clearance. The move enables Greenwood to begin to rebuild his career away from Manchester United. The club will continue to offer its support to Mason and his family during this period of transition. Getafe announced the signing of Greenwood with a video of fans wildly celebrating outside the club's Coliseum Alfonso Pérez Stadium as they waited for an official announcement. They began jumping and chanting when the deal was confirmed. After reports emerged that United chiefs were toying with a Greenwood return, it prompted a major backlash, including from Countdown co-host Rachel Riley, a lifelong Red Devils supporter. Greenwood, who was pictured training while being watched by his newborn daughter and father last month, had also been linked with moves abroad to Italy with Lazio, but the club's president Claudio Lotito claimed United did not sign the paperwork in time. I tried until the last minute, Lotito told La Lazio Siamo Noi shortly after the Italian transfer window closed on Friday evening. Meanwhile, heavy-spending Saudi Pro League clubs reportedly snubbed taking on the striker amid intense scrutiny over human rights issues in the country, with sources claiming football chiefs were concerned about the potential baggage he could have brought with him. After Man United announced Greenwood would be leaving, sources told the Mail that the forward would either depart on loan or have his contract settled. Greenwood was arrested in January 2022 after a number of harrowing images and video were posted on social media. He was charged with attempted rape, assault and controlling and coercive behavior in October last year. The charges, which Greenwood denied, were dropped in February 2023. The club concluded their review last month and shared a lengthy statement. A United spokesperson said, all those involved, including Mason, recognized the difficulties with him recommencing his career at Manchester United. It has therefore been mutually agreed that it would be most appropriate for him to do so away from Old Trafford, and we will now work with Mason to achieve that outcome. The club added, based on the evidence available to us, we have concluded that the material posted online did not provide a full picture and that Mason did not commit the offences in respect of which he was originally charged. That said, as Mason publicly acknowledges today, he has made mistakes which he is taking responsibility for. Greenwood himself said, I was brought up to know that violence or abuse in any relationship is wrong. I did not do the things I was accused of, and in February I was cleared of all charges. I take my share of responsibility for the situations which led to the social media post. Today's decision has been part of a collaborative process between Manchester United, my family and me. The best decision for us all is for me to continue my football career away from Old Trafford, where my presence will not be a distraction for the club. I thank the club for their support since I joined aged 7. There will always be a part of me which is United. He was later slammed on social media for claiming that he was cleared of all charges despite them actually being dropped. Chief Executive Richard Arnold handled the investigation, which was assisted by Chief Operating Officer Colette Roche, the club's legal counsel Patrick Stewart, their communications director Ellie Norman and Mr. Murdo. News of a move for Greenwood comes after United caved into pressure from fans demanding the club cuts ties with the forward. Among the prominent voices behind the backlash was Ms. Riley. The TV personality had threatened to stop supporting the club if they'd allowed the 21-year-old to return to the fold. Riley, speaking to the news agents, said United had absolutely mismanaged the Greenwood situation and raged she had never been more ashamed of the club. She accused the Man United chiefs of greenlighting abuse on social media and said their support for Greenwood had turned an alleged abuser into a victim. "I think it's been absolutely mismanaged," she added. "I have been a Man United supporter since before I was born. My dad has been going since 1960. I've had my baby's Man United stuff ready when they were in the womb and I've never been more ashamed of the club. I think it's just a disgrace. They had another opportunity to make it right, make a good statement, and they have just green-lighted the abuse that's been going on social media to claim innocence, to turn the alleged abuser into the alleged victim, which is classic, Davro, deny, attack and reverse victim and offender, technique. I am so disappointed." Her comments came after the outspoken star tweeted to her 684,000 followers she would cut ties with her beloved club if Man United bosses agreed to let the suspended forward back into the squad. "I won't be able to support United if Greenwood remains at the club," she tweeted. As an example, when it comes to VAWG, violence against women and girls, less than 1% of rapes reported to police lead to conviction. We've all seen and heard enough. Pretending this is okay would be a huge part of the problem. It would be devastating for my club to contribute to a culture that brushes this under the carpet and send a message to perpetrators everywhere that you can continue to act as you wish with no consequences. The Manchester United Supporters Trust, MUST, also blasted the club for its handling of its protracted probe into the Premier League star, as fans insisted the right decision had been eventually reached. In a statement, MUST said the episode has been allowed to drag out for far too long as the club has carried out an investigative process. The supporters group said that speculation and discussion in the last couple of weeks has been profoundly unhelpful and reflected very poorly on the club after it was reported that United were planning to reintegrate Greenwood into the squad. United have now U-turned on that stance following a considerable backlash, and MUST said the right outcome had eventually been reached. They added they would work with the club to ensure lessons are learned from this troubling episode. People Manson Greenwood will be back to playing as he wanted, but it will no longer be at Manchester United, but at Getafe in Spain. We hope he will be successful in this new club. Because he loves to play, so being on the courses playing again will make him immensely happy. Success Mason Greenwood. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel to not miss anything, leave your like and your comment, that is very important for the channel growth. Until the next video.